Hello, I'm Zen, and it's Monday here on Diary of a Gender Fluid. So today I wanted to talk about diversity and inclusivity in conventions, like nerd or anime conventions, basically, because I was just at a con this weekend and was blown away by the amount of, basically the amount of diversity, the amount of queer people that were there, the amount of queer people that I met and spoke with there was just phenomenal. So basically the kind of people who go to the cons that I'm generally at are normally nerdy. Over half of them are generally queer. And then there's also just a lot of liberal ideas and people who aren't queer themselves. More often than not, there are allies or are willing or want to be educated. If they're not yet allies, a lot of them are open to education and would like the opportunity to be educated in the way of like how to be an ally. It's just so cool because you see people of like the same sex holding hands everywhere and nobody bats an eye. It's just normal there. I was walking down the hall and ended up in a conversation with some stranger at the con, and I was cosplaying Albus Severus Potter from The Cursed Child, so I was dressed in like my Slytherin robes, and we started talking about Harry Potter, and then I told them that I'm actually a Hufflepuff, even though I'm dressed like a Slytherin. And then they said that they're a Hufflepuff too, and somehow we got on the topic of gender, and they're also gender fluid, and like, that doesn't happen normally in real life. You can't walk up to somebody and all of a sudden talk to them about things like Harry Potter and their gender identity, and have you both turn out as like being gender fluid. Like, that is beyond coincidence. But at a convention, it's just normal. There's so many gender fluid people there. There's so many gender queer people there. There's so many people who do not fit into the gender binary. The booths selling merchandise sell a lot of queer stuff, a lot of gender nonconforming stuff, and it's just a great time to actually get to like meet and socialize with other people who don't fit into the gender binary and such. And I used the opportunity to make connections for the new club that some people and I have started up at my university, and then also for, making friends. So if you're looking for a place where you can meet other gender nonconforming people, Pride is, it's okay. You'll see some there. Probably quite a few, but there's just so many cis white gay boys there that it just is not very diverse. But if you want to find people like you, I would recommend conventions, nerdy conventions, if you are a nerd, because that community and the queer community just have so much overlap, and I just think that is totally amazing. I just love that people who are outside of the norm are often so open-minded and accepting to others who are outside the norm. And so instead of just having these isolated little outside of the norm communities, we all just kind of blend together and have our own non-normative groups, I guess. Anyway, if you're looking for gender non-conforming people, I'd try a convention. I'm Zan, and I'll see you next Monday.